Okay, now we are live. Awesome. Tanushi says, hello chat, am I late? Are you late? Is Ace late? Brother Kalkyl says, no. Okay, yes for a bit. Yeah, apparently Streamlabs, just as I'm about to get started, decided to do a little bit of funny business. So I had to start it again. That's okay, though. But because today we are here with Volume 2. Yep. Oh, yeah. Sorry. We are here with Doctor Kalkyl once again. And we are going to be reading Volume 2 of The Edge of Balance. So we will... Oh, God. I just saw... This could be painful. I just noticed why. Do you want to know why, chat? Because look at who one of the story writers is for this one. Daniel Jose Older. The guy that made High Republic Adventures, and they made him write Part 2, Volume 2. What happened to the first writer?
Behind the chemical shed was a sad day.
I was actually hoping this would be good, but seeing that name is a bad omen, we will say. Well, let's see how maybe Shima Shinya can actually salvage this. Here we go. Winter King says downhill, here we go. Star Wars The High Republic. The tragic events of the Republic Fair have galvanized the... Let me try... Alright, I guess I'm a little bit... Let me try that again. The tragic events of the Republic Fair have galvanized the galaxy. The Republic... Sorry. Siege says, hello, Siege. Alright. The tragic events of the Republic Fair have galvanized the galaxy. The Jedi and the Republic have gone on the offensive to stop the marauding Nile. With these vicious raiders all but defeated, Jedi Master Avar Kriss has her sights on Lurna Dee, the supposed Eye of the Nile, and has undertaken a mission to capture her once and for all. But unbeknownst to the Jedi, the true leader of the Nile, the insidious Markion Ro, is about to launch an attack on the Jedi and Republic on a scale not seen in centuries. If he succeeds, the Nile will be triumphant, and the light of the Jedi will go dark. Only the brave Jedi Knights of Starlight Beacon stand in his way, but even they may not be enough against Ro and the ancient enemy that's about to be unleashed. Alright, so they are of course referencing the Nameless. Like I said, I was optimistic about this until I saw that they put Daniel Jose Older onto this project as well. It's... That name alone is enough to drive dread into my soul. Alright, The Edge of Balance Part 2, The Art of the Edge of Balance Development. Okay. The no space, the great hull of the Nile. Do you want to voice this woman, or shall I?
I just said the thing.
Yep. So now... I don't see... So it looks like you get more dialogue.
Oh, yes. You got us all here. So what's your next move?
The Nile must destroy more Jedi temples, just like I did on Takodana. Oh yeah, that's my character.
Ah.
Give it a rest, Saboteur. Just stay focused on your Corellia mission. You only had to deal with Sav. Even you should be able to handle one old Jedi. Do you want to voice Markion, or shall I?
Um. Good question.
I guess I can voice him.
Sure, you can. Fair enough. Go ahead.
Banshee was a disappointment. We have to finish the job. The temple on Banshee contains survivors of the great hyperspace disaster, does it not?
Didn't I do that guy?
Yep, go ahead and voice him.
It does, sir.
Its existence means it's a place of hope for the Republic, and a likely refuge for an object I have long sought. Find it before you destroy the temple. You can still be useful despite your oversights, unlike this imbecile. Psow.
You're a load of this guy.
Okay. Thud. Eliminate communications. Close the circle around Starlight.
Won't disappoint you, I.
What about the other temples?
Do you even need to ask?
Eliminate them all. Banshee. I think... Okay, so I'm pretty sure Nathan was voicing her, so I'll leave you to voice her as well. And I'll voice the Doctor, because I'm pretty sure that's who I voiced.
Well, then you start.
I've completed my analysis of the Drengia. They are no longer a threat.
Thank you, Doctor. Is there anything else?
Yes, Lily. We were able to extract ginger spores from those they turned into wood. But they were already inactive, probably because the great progenitor was defeated.
So those who turned to wood are lost. Did anyone else experience the same?
Communication has been slow lately, so there are some temples that haven't heard from yet. But it seems unique to Banshee. As far as I know, the Drengier evolved traits to adapt to their environment.
That's a relief. I mean, is the fact that they evolved traits really that much of a relief? I know that's not what she's responding to, but still, sounds a little silly.
The Zerg end up adapting by creating new types of creatures specifically to fight on specific areas in specific ways. Whew, that's a relief. Coolessa says, I hate the fact they're copying manga without the appeal of it. People like manga not just because of the superficial things like wide eye and crazy hair or just the art style. Siege says, so many forget Weary Captain shot from Wonder Woman, but I do. Rest in peace, Weary Captain. Tanushi says, seal off the city, cut the phone lines to halt the spread of misinformation. What we will do, we will be rewarded for what we do tonight. Everyone claps. Solemnlit says, AIDS war is on. Good evening, gentlemen. Yes, this manga had hope. We will see just how badly Daniel screws this up, but already I'm starting to notice a few problems, and so is Kalkyl here, I think.
No problem so far, but it will probably get worse.
Siege says, I remember.
Efforts far remember.
Alright, so back to the comic.
The problem is the Nihil are still active in the system.
That's true. Did you find Mr. Kuba's container? It might be a clue to the Nile's strategy.
No, we couldn't find it. Nobody really noticed that he had one. They are still traumatized by the attack and want to focus on moving on. I sympathize with them.
That actually doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you know that he had a container. Now, granted, not everyone noticed, but you guys did, and you're actively talking about it.
What?
What were you saying?
No, nothing.
Okay. All right. Lily, what about you?
Me? Hold on. Switch page, goddammit.
Did you get back on your feet?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm ready to do my job until Master Arkov comes back to Banshee, Doctor. I know you've been very busy with all the research taking care of the injured.
How are you?
you handling this?
Oh, that was her line. My bad. Being busy helps take my mind off the horrible things that happened during the attack. I'm lucky to be able to stay productive.
I feel the same. Stay busy.
And here we just get pictures?
Yep, of them rebuilding after the attack, apparently.
Well, just sit here, taking the imagery.
Let me read some of the comments here while we're on this. Jacob Kennedy says, "Well, the Halo show blows. Yeah, I heard about that, and I also saw some of the CGI, and my God, does it look bad. It looks like the sort of thing you'd expect from a straight-to-TV horror film from the mid-2000s. The CGI looks that bad." Winner's King says, "Hail the great Sith saviors of the galaxy." Emperor Palpatine did nothing wrong. Jacob Kennedy says, "I'd rather be isekai'd into Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind than read anything High Republic." To be fair, Volume 1 of this was actually good, but that's because Volume 1 of this did not have Daniel Ose Older writing. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll go ahead and voice this guy. "What's the point of making these bunkers? I'd rather spend my time fixing the damage to my farm. We need to get ready for the harvest."
We can't forget about the things like what happened to Mr. Kuba. The Nihil may not attack today, but we have to stay prepared.
That's why we have the Jedi as guardians, isn't it? You told us the Drengir were defeated and the Nile were running off, correct? I am not sure who is voicing that.
Still you, I think.
Right.
It's still...
Yeah, it is. Okay, it's just they're making it a little difficult to see where the speech bubble goes. "We need to prioritize getting our farms rebuilt before we lose even more of the farm season and have no food. We don't have the time to look out for the Nile, too."
I just want us all to stay alert.
What bad timing for Master Arkov to leave. Pretty sure that's you still.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, hold on. I have to go back in. Alright, hold on a second. No. No. Wait. I'm confused what page you are on.
17.
Oh, there. No, yeah, right. Yeah, I shouldn't whisper it. Yeah, the microphone doesn't pick it up.
That's okay, just say it as normal, I guess.
I know. Oh, we're right. I gotta say that too. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Nima Vihna. No, Vivnia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell the apostrophe is doing there.
I don't know either.
Like, maybe they're trying to do like what Arabic does and have the apostrophe represent the glottal stop.
Mm.
Like the coughing sound. Yeah. I can't really do that well, though, so I'm not gonna try. Pay attention to your training. Karen. Karen. Yeah. We shouldn't encourage the younglings' distractions.
I'm sorry. So I'm pretty sure you're voicing the girl there.
Yeah, Nathan did that last time, if I don't mistake myself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, Master Lily...
Gee!
Oh, burbs.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to join our training too.
If you don't improve your focus, you won't become strong enough to protect people.
1, 2, 3. Yes, Master.
Master.
She sounds like Master Arkoff. Master. Remember when you said to continue our dialogue with Banshians? I think they were just following those instructions.
That was before we were attacked. Obviously, our priorities have changed.
Master Lily, as your Padawan, you may think I have yet to grasp all the responsibilities of being a Jedi Knight. I still have a lot to learn. But at least let me help you carry the parts I can. Lately, it seems that you always have the same expression, full of concern.
I was born with this face.
I highly doubt you were born looking like that, because I am pretty sure no one is born looking like that.
She's just there. The doctors are wrapping her up, and she's got the One Punch Man face of just does not give a fuck.
Like I was born 2.3 seconds ago and I'm already disappointed in my life.
Okay. Alright, let me read some of the comments here, so... Winter's King says... Or no, Siege says, why can't they do them both? Which is, I'm pretty sure he's referring to both harvesting for food and repairing or building the bunkers. And yes, that is actually a good point. They could just do that. Siege also says, did you get back on your feet? Visible shock. Oh, I'm fine. Huh? No, you're not. Clearly. Solon Lich says, that's the thing. After high repulsive, you have to go back. You have to go to chemo to kill brain cells, and you're more vulnerable to future Disney aids. The Coolessa says, bro, the game looked much better than the TV show. They literally got unfinished props in the TV show for Halo. Yeah, I heard about that too. That is impressively bad. Winter's King says, starving should be a priority. Why can't they divide their labor force? How tiny is the settlement? Yeah, good point. Coolessa says, the fact that the anime art style doesn't make me help bit by bit. At least they don't have NPC faces or fugly looking people. Too bad the writing did not prove with the reskin. Yeah, that said, that's only in this because we got Daniel Jose older. Volume 1 actually was better written because we had a different writer, and they actually apparently know how to write, unlike Daniel here. Jacob Kennedy says, I've read Akira and best 2,000 pages I've ever looked at. Alright. Biggest Hentus Dickus says, bro, they didn't even paint the plasma pistol model in one of the scenes. Yep, that's what I heard about. Yep. I can't believe they left unpainted models there in that. Mustafa Ibrahim says, bro, what's your feel when you read these stories? I don't know what you mean by that. You'll have to elaborate a little. Winter's King says they're doing the new person is in charge and tries too hard plotline. Well, that's pretty cliche at this point. Yeah. Siege says, oh, those things again. Biggest Hentastica says, Angry Birds. Yeah. Yep. We'll go with that. Kula says, Kieran, I'm going to talk to the Sith manager, Lord Vape. Siege is laughing. Winter's King says, no, people are born covered in blood and screaming. Yeah. Mustafa Ibrahim says, laughter isn't really normal. Isn't it, though? Jacob Kennedy says, I was born with this face, no fucking shit. Okay, so...
And I missed so many parts of that. So basically that comment is completely not functional.
Yes, it is. It's like the my face is tired comment. Brother Kalkyl says on the day versus...
No, my comment. This one, my own comment. It's not... I was supposed to be making...
Bad to the bone.
Yes. But I fucked it up.
Yeah, a little bit there. Tanushi says, to use Sargon's terms, why are so many franchises just skin suits these days? Because the people that are writing these a lot of the times are not real fans. They are fake fans that are there to push an ideology first. And the ideology comes above the art and the whatever franchise it is. So obviously that everything is sacrificial to the message these days. That's just how a lot of the activist types, that's how the mindset of their ideology warps them. Winter's King says Padawan Kieran is simping for his master. Biggest Hentastica says the brain tuber is crowing with each page. Well, yes, because we have Daniel Jose Older. Because, of course, we have Daniel Jose fucking Older. I cannot stand this dude's writing. Tanushi says he's not a Tuma. It feels like one to me. Alright, now, let's go ahead and continue. No, it's different. Master Arkoff once warned me that the expression you have when you think too deeply.
You're as observant as always, Karen.
Of course I am. Also, whenever you look at me, I look back at you too. That...
Well, what?
This comic was doing so well in Volume 1. Why, Disney? Why did you have to put Daniel Jose Older in?
Well, we have to do that. Yeah, that.
Biggest Hentastiga says, no, it's not a Tuma, it's a brain abortion. Yeah, that too. Winter's King says, oh, Miss Master, please let me carry your burdens for you, ooh woo. Coolessa says, Ace, I will love to have context, don't know what's happening. Okay, so if we're going, do you want the meta context or just the general context of the story so far? Okay, general context of the story so far. The Jedi here are helping guard a settlement on this new planet. The Dringir attacked. They killed the Dringir in the previous volume. But a lot of people returned to wood for whatever reason. And now we know that the Eye or the Nihil are about to do something. And that is the story so far in this, in a nutshell. The meta story is that we had a writer that actually knew what they were doing. I don't remember who they are. I'll have to check real quick, but... At least they weren't Daniel Jose Older, so that's the main thing. And today we have Daniel Jose Older writing Volume 2 because consistency is for winners, and Disney is not winners right now. Tanushi says no context will save this. Siege says, I had a theory that these people put so much of their own politics in the work that they cannot separate it from their work, and therefore when criticizing their work they confuse it for critique of themselves. That's absolutely true. That's the thing. These you have to remember, the ideology of social justice thinks that absolutely every single thing, period, is political and propaganda. And because they think it's political and everything is propaganda, that becomes the basis for the argument of, well, let's just go ahead and make it propaganda for our side. So when you are criticizing their work, it ultimately is criticizing their ideology because they are deliberately putting their own politics into things.
Yeah.
Now, of course, a counter to this line of reasoning from that crowd is, well, if they're saying that everything is political and propaganda, doesn't that mean that they're just saying that to push their own agenda? And that you should just assume that everything they make is political and propaganda?
They would be correct in assuming that everything they make is propaganda.
Skate 3 Gamer says, Yo Ace, I don't know, I am extremely new, I don't know what the stream is about, can you explain? Well, we are trying to read a manga here for Star Wars The High Republic Edge of Balance. Unfortunately, the problem is they switched writers. The previous writer actually knew what they were doing, and the new one here is Daniel Jose Older, which is a notorious writer as far as Star Wars is concerned, and they have effectively... We're already starting to see the entire manga get sabotaged because he got put in charge of this particular volume. Biggest Hentastica says, to Siege, that's exactly what killed the Superman comics. Yeah. Alright, now let's go ahead and get back to this. Shall we?
Truthfully, ever since the Genji attack... God damn it. I've been searching the shadows for the Nihil. I'm sorry I tried to shield you from that.
I was also upset by the settlement attack and seeing the people in danger. Master, you have guided me since then. You don't need to shield me from anything now.
I may have overexerted myself. So many others didn't see my concern and get worried. But it may have had the opposite effect. I am not like Master Arkov.
All right, let me read some more comments here before we go. Alfari says, how is the manga looking now? Not so good. They got Daniel Jose Older in on this. Skate says, the algorithm blesses you. Is he doing the voice acting? Well, no, Daniel Jose Older is not with us here. He's just the writer for this. I am here with Doctor Kalkyl, a fellow YouTuber, and we are doing the voice acting here for this.
Yeah, I'm not a YouTuber, sorry. I just do things. I'm just...
Sorry.
Vibing.
All right, well, get a special guest and fan here, Dr. Kalkyl. So, the waifu here is the protagonist. Janushi says, you don't need to shield me. Oh, Christ, he set up a big flag. Yes, he did. Alfarius says, no. Yeah, Alfarius knows exactly why the name Daniel Jose Older is a bad thing. So, Skate, in case you're wondering, okay, so I assume you're familiar with Star Wars lore if you're here. So here is why Daniel Jose Older is not very good at Star Wars lore. There's a bit in one of the other High Republic comics that he writes where he gets a Jedi to say the lines, and I quote, No one expects you not to feel the things you feel. After that Jedi just watched said person force choke a child to death. Or no, not force choke a child to death, but she did force choke a child in this Jedi's presence. Skate 3 says, damn, no Rule 34, that's sad. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, of course, we all know one of the rules associated with Rule 34. If none exists, then it must be created. Reminded me of that chicken OP, or OPM. Okay. Winter's King says, the name of that writer makes me feel pain. Siege says, oh, that was him? Laughing? Yeah, that was Daniel Jose Older that wrote that, because he's the guy behind High Republic Adventures. Basically, the two names to dread that are associated with High Republic right now are Daniel Jose Older and Cavan Scott. If you see either of those two names, it's usually a bad sign. Which is why most things are written by both of them. Anyways, let's go back to this. Master?
But don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be like him. As Master Arkov wished, I must do this my own way. Also, I have you, Karen. I know you will go farther than me someday.
Oh god. Okay. Coolessa says, someone said Rule 34, Ace, check your DM. Don't worry, it's safe for work.
Wait, what? Rule 34 definitionally can't be safe for work. What?
You know what? Screw it.
For the greater good.
Oh god.
The greater good.
Oh god, what have you done? What have you done? Okay, you get this too.
Send this to Arctic Hand.
Actually, no, I'm not sending to Arctic.
Siege says, if the page count from the last issue is anything to go by, we are in for a wild ride. Yes. Welcome to Daniel Jose Older's wild ride, and I immediately want to get off of it. Alfaria says, merde. Kules says, why? Biggest Diggus says, yes, anti. Why did you do this? Alright. Alright, so, yeah, let's go ahead and continue, shall we?
Page of no dialogue again.
Some more training? Okay, so, well, it's alright to have pages like this.
Actually, hold on. Were there even any panels or pages without dialogue on them in the last issue?
Yeah, there were a few.
Okay, so this is not just Daniel Jose Older being a complete twat and needing to fill up the pages.
Mm-hmm. Well, not yet. We can see if this becomes a bit much notable theme in this. We will find out, but yeah. Another one?
Wait, hold. What?
Who is it? Are we expecting anyone?
No, we're not.
Phew.
They can't just land here. We don't have time to deal with this.
Also, can I just say, I thought they were doing I thought they were just blowing them to bits for a second. I thought it was a run.
Yeah, for a second it did look like that. Hey, Oh, wait, you... Oh, yeah, you go ahead and voice him.
Oh my... Wait, no. That can't be him. No. Oh, oh, I should know how these sound, but I can't remember. I've heard how these creatures sound. I can try, I suppose. Hey, you all look dizzy.
Is that Sav Magalan?
Who is Sav?
No, Maligan, sorry, fuck. I'm retarded.
That's okay, don't worry about it.
She's a Jedi Master from Takodana. We haven't met, but her reputation precedes her. She's really unique.
Sav Malagan, nice to meet you. Your names?
I'm Lily Torasi. This is my Padawan, Kerin Fion. Ian. Sounds like he's Irish.
Hmm.
Wait, hold on. Is that... Yeah, no, that is the next page. What about Arkov? Is he not here? Master Arkov is a
Oh, God damn it. I did the wrong voice for that. You get it.
Master Arkov is assisting Master Stellan. I was left in charge of the temple.
So it's just you.
Master Sav, what can I do for you? Do you have business on Banshee?
What do I want? I came to check on you all. I heard about the Drengier attack here. I suspect the Nile may be in the system. They already attacked Takodana as well.
Attack Takodana?
Don't worry, we're all fine.
Do you think the Nile would target us again? Banshee's not a transportation hub, nor does it have a big population. We're too small for them to attack.
That's...
If you really believe that, why are you building these bunkers?
That makes no sense. The fact that they aren't a major population nor a big strategic position means that they aren't going to be heavily defended, which means that they are a... Which means that if there's anything to be had, raiders would potentially try to make a move on them. I mean, anyways, let's go ahead and continue.
More of... Oh, no, finally, I'm not gonna talk for the entire page.
But I understand why you're asking these questions. You want certainty, don't you?
I want to be prepared not only for the Nile, but also the future.
Master Lily, her ship has blocked our construction zone. I'm now reminded of that. Have you ever had an RTS where one of your units is just in the way of you trying to place a building?
Oh.
That's what this is going on here.
I understand the feeling fully.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Master Sav, our landing pad would be a better place for your ship.
Ah, more Padawans.
One, two, three.
Nice to meet you. Actually, Livnia and Nima are still younglings. This is Master Sav Malagan. The owner of that vector that destroyed our hard work.
Master Lily, that's a bit harsh.
We're already way behind schedule for a recovery. If anything unplanned happens again,
Life never goes as planned in the galaxy.
Also, can I just point out the funniness in the word schedule, because that's German spelling, clearly very German. Anyways. Anyways, yes.
which is exactly why I'm prioritizing these bunkers, so we will be prepared.
Lily, if you're too rigid with your preparations, you'll be all the more unprepared when unexpected things happen. In any case, such tiny bunkers are nothing to the eye. You would need to build a fortress.
A fortress?
Yes, a strong one. It looks like you have enough materials.
Those are for preparing the settlers' houses and farms.
That might not be enough. So just break down some houses around there, and then...
Excuse me, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, sure. Now come with me.
I see what you mean by unique.
Look. Thud.
What's all this?
I bet all of you here are have...
Wait, what? Oh, right.
I bet all you have here are farm tools. These won't be enough, but anything still helps.
Wait a second. Are you suggesting that the settlers should use these?
Who else? Bring your weapons from the temple and put them to use here.
Can we take a break? It's fucking exhausting to speak to myself.
That's okay. Alright, so let's see here. Read some of the comments here while we are here. Alright, so Alfarius, or biggest Hentastica says yes hentai, so Alfarius says, why did you do this? Tanushi says, US says, why not? Coolessa says, I done what must be done. Culture. Yes, culture indeed. Winter's King is laughing. Alfarius says, because Coolessa scares me. At Tanushi, Coolessa says to Alfarius, I answer for she who thirsts, my dude. We got claw hand girls and maid outfit too. Siege says, I've just realized I haven't joined that Discord. Lol, I feel like such a boomer sometimes. That's okay. Alfarius says to Siege, it's fine. I had a hard time joining a while back. Winter's King says, I mentioned he was Irish before. Japanese have a weird fetish for Celtic stuff. Alfarius says, Italy, Germany, not France though. Siege says he came to check. Something's weird. Can't place it. Yeah, something is weird going on. I wouldn't be surprised if this is really a Nile in disguise or something.
There is an imposter among us.
Well, we had the imposter among us with the last volume, so why not? Winter's King says small settlement equals perfect rating target. Yes, exactly what I said. So, but Daniel Jose Older, you see, Daniel Jose Older is such a big brain that it is incomprehensible that small settlements might be prime targets specifically because they are comparatively defenseless, as opposed to larger settlements that are going to have more manpower, if nothing else, and also more likely a much stronger garrison.
Yes. My ancestors are
listening keenly to your wise words.
As are mine. Elefarius says, "Hey Jedi, another settlement needs your help." Coolesses is shrugging. Siege says, "I've just finished a 10-hour shift, so the brain is a bit mushy. That's okay." Tanushi says, "You made him sound like a Grand Army in Allo Allo." Coolesses is laughing. Winter's King says, "Do we actually know what that alien is who they claim?" Yeah, that's a good question. Siege says, "So he just comes to check on things, parks his ship badly, and takes immediate interest in the younglings." Yeah, it sounds like something that you'd expect a Hollywood executive to do.
Oh my.
Biggest hint of stick, it says a lolicon. Okay, Siege says, "And he suggests changing the entire construction plan out of nowhere. Sus." Haha. Yeah. Alright, so I think we are caught up. So, are you ready for some more Kalkyl?
Yes, my schizophrenia is ready. They're farmers, not soldiers. It's impossible to mobilize them for battle. They worry more about the land for their harvest. They can barely make the bunkers.
If they died, they wouldn't need fields anymore. Do you think the Nile would go easy because they're civilians?
No, but
In an emergency, you must be prepared to give up the temple.
Why not just simply fortify the temple? I mean, you already have a bunch of walls, you already have a ceiling, you could just make a miniature fortification inside of it if you really needed to. It would be faster, it would likely take up less space, you could even make it a multi-walled fortification, so it would be even harder to take if you really wanted. So why not just do that?
Person power.
Soul on the Lich says, "To me, person power, you bigot." Siege says, "Is this Daniel fella going to pull a 7 Samurai? Because it sounds like he's going to do a 7 Samurai. Maybe?"
Make a good point.
Winter's King says they've literally never heard of a militia. Lol. Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to get into it, also just look at all the tanks and APCs and IFVs that farmers in Eastern Europe are right now harvesting. It really is harvesting season in March over there. Okay, so Coolessa says, "Ace, I'm sending you a leaked pitch for the next Star Wars movie."
No.
Okay, let's see where this goes. I see what you did there.
No.
I also see one country that is going to hammer that one out of existence.
Oh my, that's a very spicy boy. Oh boy.
Can we really say that the Trade Federation were as bad as the CCP? Because this feels more like an insult to the Trade Federation more than anything.
Yes. The Trade Federation did nothing wrong.
Alright, so let's see some more comments here. Winter's King says, "Ace, they don't have anywhere near that level of tactical understanding." I mean, that isn't even really necessarily... I mean, I hate to use the phrase because I see it get misused so often, but it just seems like actual active common sense to just turn the existing temple into a fortress. They did it last time when they got all the civilians there, when they were defending them from the Nile. Siege is laughing. Coolessa says, "I don't have access to the comic, and I want to make just some random memes, no funny NPC faces." So far, the artwork is actually legitimately decent. Now, what you can do since you don't have access to this, what you can do is you can actually pause my video and just go back to previous areas where meme phrases, not necessarily meme faces, but phrases where they said something silly. And just hit print screen and then just create an image in editor using that, and you should be good to go. So yeah, there is an easy way to do that. Anyways, but yeah, print screen is your friend for that. Let's go ahead and continue. But aren't we here to protect the temple, Master Sav?
The Jedi Temple is hope for the settlers. It represents our mission to ensure and to protect their way of life.
Yes, you keep saying this, but what's the point of protecting your way of life if there is no one alive?
God damn, man, that's a lot of pages. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The most important thing is the survival, right? Peace has been broken, and it will take more than you and some younglings to prepare it. Bungie has caught the attention of the Nile. They may already be here. Have you talked to the villagers one by one?
I haven't. Is there someone you suspect? What the fuck? That will start a panic and people will turn on each other.
I'm surprised you haven't questioned them yet. I know Banshee likes to be easygoing, but you have to admit, it makes you vulnerable.
We're a small community. Trust is important. I don't want them to mistrust each other.
And you're here to make sure it won't come to that, aren't you?
Kaboom!
Beep. Who says that? I don't know.
Something exploded! What was that noise? Are you okay?
Did everyone make it out of the bunkers?
It doesn't look like there were any major injuries.
That's good.
My ears are ringing. We'll get you treated.
Head to the temple infirmary to get checked.
That wasn't an accident. It was a bomb.
I mean, there's no one injured, or no one is seriously injured, even. So if that was one, then it's a pretty bad little plan, unless it was just to be a distraction, which it does seem to be. But still, it seems like a good waste of explosives if they're a rare commodity in this case. And if anything, it only proves that the Jedi Master there has more of a point.
Oh, God. It's late. But I'm getting up late in the morning anyways.
Alright, so let me read this. Winter's King says, the Doctor is a spy. I think that's not the same guy as the Doctor. I think that's just a regular farmer there who just happens to look like him.
That's the guy from the start, the Nile.
Yeah. Winter's King also says, so normally this would make the new Jedi Master look bad, but since we know there's an actual spy, that entire conversation backfires. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Okay, let's continue.
Looks like explosives were buried under the soil. That wasn't your intention, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
This is what we were able to recover. I'm going to assume that.
Hold on.
Oh, that is her. Okay, never mind.
Oh. This is what we were able to recover. Yeah, whatever.
Who's saying what here? That's not.
I'm sure the Jedi Master says, "Are you sure you found them all?"
Oh, right, fair enough.
Are you sure you found them all?
We formed several groups to cover the whole settlement. The search was thorough.
With all these explosives, they could have easily endangered all your bunkers.
I wonder if the explosion was set off accidentally.
As Master Sav said, the Nile may already have their eye on Banshee. Banshee. Yeah.
Alright, so do you want to voice this character or shall I?
I've voiced enough characters already.
Alright, I'll voice this one.
So does this mean their plan has failed? If so, they may try to run away.
Restrict travel in and out of Banshee, and stay alert for any suspicious activity. Vivnia and Nima.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yes? As you can see, our situation is dangerous. Be sure to let Ruru or me know if you suspect something. Do not engage them on your own.
1, 2, 3. Yes, Master.
Lily, we should report this incident to Master Arkov.
I agree. Let's contact him. I also need his advice. I should have noticed the explosives earlier.
Master, it's not your fault. We are all trying to understand these new threats. Something is wrong.
What's the matter?
Communications seem to be down. The long-distance comms are still unstable after the attack.
This can only mean one thing: invasion.
Yes. Alright.
Alright. Can you contact Hondalos?
No, the natural interference is already severe. The repairs may take some time.
Such bad timing. We're too isolated. We don't know how long we've been in the dark. Who knows how long we've been missing important information?
Lily, you should go straight to Starlight Beacon.
What? Leave Banshee now?
What else can be done here? Otherwise, we can handle the nose right now. But you need to find out what we don't yet know.
Wait, why didn't you contact the Starlight Beacon and find out this information when you were out and about in your starfighter?
No idea.
Uh,
Explanation non-existent.
Alright, so let's go ahead. Read some more comments here. Winter's King says Saboteur probably wanted to delay the construction without killing their neighbors. Fair point, I suppose. Gules is having an evil grin, which tells me to worry. Kaboom. Oh, God. There you go.
God damn.
No. No. No.
Siege says, and the enemy just gave away the game. Yep. Alright, so back to this. If we are missing information, surely a visit to Starlight will help.
Is that her thinking, I suppose?
Yep.
I can't leave the temple unattended for so long. Especially at a time like this. The settlers may become more uneasy. Master Sav? God, no, not that one. Eesh. I'll leave Banshee in your hands.
Don't worry about Banshee, but you should take your younglings along too.
Huh?
They need a chance to broaden their existence beyond Banshee.
They're entering Urukut mode.
Yes, they are.
What the fuck?
Well, both of you will need to prepare for the Jedi Initiate trials. I thought of eventually taking you to Starlight anyway.
1, 2, 3. Yes!
But don't get too lost in the excitement. Starlight is where many Jedi will gather, including the elite Jedi dealing with the Nile threat. Remember, we're on a mission.
1, 2, 3. Yes, Master.
Look at them.
Mm-hmm.
They've entered Matrix mode.
Let me see here. Read some of the comments here before we continue. Siege says, and the enemy just gave away the game. Coolessa says, imposter among us. Ding, 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 ding. Yep. Siege says, these writers know nothing of battle tactics. Oh, communications are up. Better leave the new guy behind while I go check on the other side of the line with potential enemies incoming. Yep. Totally fine, guys. Totally fine. Even if you completely trusted that individual, there is already the issue where they already have a very different plan as to how you're going to defend the settlement. So even if this person was completely legit, they would be taking time to change the plan that you might not necessarily have. So, yeah. Anyways, Winner's King says that's definitely a spy. Yep.
A dull man.
Yep, someone get the pyro. That is most definitely a spy. Let's go ahead and continue, though, shall we?
Ruru, I hope you can help keep the people calm while I'm away.
Yes, please have a safe trip.
Erin,
Master?
please keep an eye on Master Sav for me. I don't want her to push things too far.
That's another thing, too, by the way. The leader leaving in a moment like that is going to be bad for morale.
Yes. Like they don't even have to cut the head of the snake.
It just detached on its own.
Mm.
I am not sure Master Sav will listen to me.
I'm sure you will find a way. Also, be careful. As Master Sav said before, Banshee may have become vulnerable.
I disagree. I don't believe Banshee's defenses have weakened that much.
Well, literally everything so far has been completely and utterly proof of the complete opposite. So,
Well,
good reality denial.
he's not completely wrong, but that's only because Banshee doesn't have much in the way of defenses in the first place. Although they are going to be down one Jedi as well as 2 younglings to defend it. Which is
I'm talking more about the fact that they literally had an explosion inside and they know that someone amongst them literally planted that shit right in their midst.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, they don't have much in the way of defenses in the first place, though. So if they didn't have much, then you can't really say that it's been weakened much.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh well. Winter's King says, yeah, that's definitely a spy. Siege says, if she comes back to a burning outpost, I'm going to laugh my butt off. Yep. Yes, and I will be too. And boy, won't that be the perfect analogy for what Daniel Jose Older, if that happens, won't that be the perfect analogy for what Daniel Jose Older does to Star Wars lore? But let's go ahead and carry on.
You've been at my side as we prepared Banshee to become a safe home for these settlers. It has become a home as well, and I'm counting on you to protect it.
You can rely on me. I am also counting on you and your safe return, Master Lily.
Alright.
Master Sav, a moment please. I think we have different philosophies, but I know your actions are based on your experiences, so I would always welcome your ideas. I leave the temple in your hands for now.
Lily, just don't be rigid, like stone. Be more like the water, Lily.
Haha, pun.
Starlight Beacon. Oh. Winter's King says, if you mean win. Yes, we mean win. Chatter, chatter.
Isn't it fascinating how a manga that is not even colored in gives more life to Starlight Beacon than the comics in full color?
Yep. Well, that's what happens when you don't have actual actual artists doing the comics, but you do have actual artists making the manga. I mean, even with Daniel Jose Older, I will give credit where credit is due. The art itself, which he has no hold over, is actually much better than than what you'll see in the comics themselves. Crest Geek says PP. Okay. Kules says that's not water, that's mayonnaise. Okay then. We should. Kules says I miss the NPC face. Are you giving me more of these, by the way? Yes, he did. Oh God, no! That is bad. Oh, that is awful.
Is it haram?
It is very haram.
Haram. Haram. Oh.
Actually, no, maybe.
That is haram in the worst ways. Alright. Siege is laughing. I'm actually going to see what the other thing is real quick. I'm morbidly curious. Spy Among Us TF2 meme.
Spy Among Us.
Yep. Yep. Okay, yep. Yep, okay.
Oh, god damn it. No.
What, did you see the thing I sent you?
Yeah, via the stream, yeah. God damn it.
Tanushi says struggle, snuggle, haram, hum. It's worse than that. It is worse than that. If you're familiar with Monster of Temple Peak, you will know exactly what that is. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue with this, shall we?
Yes. Looks like they're having fun. Maybe the Nile are no longer a threat.
Dude.
Need to find Master Arkov or Master Stellan for an update.
1, 2, 3. Oh no, wait, that's just me. Ah!
Yeah.
Master, there's a group of Jedi over there. It might be faster if we ask one of them.
Excuse me?
It's buckets.
Yes, it is. Okay. Welcome, assorted, brilliant denizens of the Starlight Beacon. Do you want to voice her?
Nah, you can do that.
Don't worry,
Oh.
the race hasn't started yet.
What race?
Oh, no. No,
Yep.
no, God, no.
Yep,
Uh,
the Rumble Race. Isn't that what you're here for? There are no rules. The Rumble Race?
Oh no! I'm looking for Master Arkov and Master Stellan. Have you seen them?
I haven't. The top priority, don't get hurt.
we're not gonna bring up why the rules are stupid because, you know, we did that already. Yeah, it was a long time ago now.
Not here, anyway.
I see, thanks.
Master, what's the Rumble Race?
It's a simple foot race with no rules. Anything goes to get to the end of the get to the end the fastest. God, as long as no one is hurt.
Although, as we found out in the actual High Republic Adventures comic, that apparently not getting hurt doesn't mean doing extremely risky things like force pushing everyone on the space station out of your way, or using rocket packs to fly there. You know, both of those are perfectly safe in a space station like this, of course. Nothing could ever possibly go wrong there.
Yeah.
Winter's King says, it's bad. I really wish Ace could see my horrified and disgusted face right now. You're not the only one on that. I do not like the Rumble Race that they've introduced to the lore. It is atrocious. Anyways.
I just gotta make sure that we are on the right page, no?
58. Page 58.
Think so, yeah. Yep. Right, good.
Siege says
If
no
it
rules,
rains-
but no one gets
But
hurt.
what?
That's a bit contradictory. Yes, it is. That too. Sorry, I kind of interrupted you there.
No problem. Anyways.
But it's a race. But is a race like this wise right now?
It's been a while since I've done something like this. I'm so excited to let loose.
Maybe taking a moment for fun is just what we need.
Can you see?
Looks like this race runs throughout Starlight. Since the station is blocked for the event already, it may be easier to get around by joining the race. Vivnia and Nima, what do you think?
Rumble. Oof. Dash.
Hey! Wait, no, I'm not trying to win the race. Opening the wrong page again. Where are Vivnia and Nima? I wish Karen were here too.
And she sees Master Urbatek. Oh.
Yeah.
Or Master Arkov, yeah.
Master Stellan, Master Arkov. That worked out well.
Hi, Master Arkov.
You want to voice Master Stellan?
Yeah, sure, and you'll do the Wookiee. Alright.
Yep.
Good old Tarkov. No.
What a surprise, Lily. What brings you to Starlight?
Banshee is in good hands, Master, but I've come for help.
Yes, we came as part of our training too.
Oh! The comms were down, so coming to Starlight was the only way. Vivni and Nima, you can finish the race.
We can. There's a lot
There's a
of.
lot I
Oh,
need.
sorry.
Well,
There's a lot I need to discuss with Master Arkov. I'll find you both at the finish line.
Yes, Master.
See you later. As younglings, I thought it would be good for them to meet more of their peers. Plus, they need some time off. Yes, we've gone through a lot of difficulties.
you suspect the Nile caused the explosion?
We're still investigating. Fortunately, no one was injured. We are limiting entry to Banshee and No, what the hell? How did I read notorious? No, monitoring the planets carefully. But it's possible that the Nile have already scrammed. Scrammed! God, I'm reading badly today. Screw it, I'll just pretend that was what that actually said. It works. So they've already sent someone to Banshee. This is my fault. I didn't know what to prioritize. And then Master Sav showed up. But Master Arkov is right. Reflect upon your actions, but also understand that the Nile are extremely organized. There's only so much you can prepare yourself for. Rely on your instincts too. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Agreed. I don't think the Nile will be satisfied with such a small explosion. Do you expect more damage? No, damage? Danger? Close enough. That's a lot of damage. The Nile are ruthless and will destroy anything without concern for the innocent. Their paths of destruction seem chaotic. Your arrival here was good timing, Lily. We just stopped on Starlight to strategize our new move, but we may not be as easy to contact for some time. I see. So, Master Arkov, you won't be back on Banshee for a while? Ah, yes, it was Master Sav's recommendation to come to Starlight. Master Sav is helping us, in her own way. Huh. You've already had some trouble, I see. Not exactly. Between Sav and you, I imagine it takes a while to agree sometimes. You say it's not... Wait, hold on. Master, you say it's not impossible to learn from someone who is different from me, but what's the point of protecting your way of life? There's no one alive? I know you have a lot of respect, Master Sav. What? What in the what?
I know you have.
Dumb?
I know you have a lot of respect. They actually left a typo in. You are 100% right on that. It's supposed to be, I know you have a lot of respect for Master Sav, so I want to be able... But they left out the 4 bit, so I know you have a lot of respect, Master Sav.
That's an oof moment.
Thank you, Daniel Jose Older. You strike again. Let me read some more of the comments here. Winter's King says, they're really playing up that Jedi love story crap. I see what they're trying to do, give the characters some downtime and development, but it really doesn't work when you shoehorn in a bad plot point like this. Gulessa says, I remember that race. I remember. Siege, okay, so Winter's King says, pacifist, no rules. I guess. Gulessa says, what race? Yeah, well, it was a race from one of the earlier issues of High Republic Adventures. Winter's King says, also, why is a running race called a rumble race? Rumble implies some sort of vehicle, doesn't it? Well, yes, like I mentioned, jetpacks and stuff like that are allowed in this, because, again, there are no rules. Quiles says, High Republic logic be like, instruction not clear, proceed to carry as swing as your lightsaber, war crime is preferable as long as you say the safe word for light and life. Yep. The NY guy says, can you what? Okay. Quiles says, oh god, I just realized how boring life must be in the High Republic timeline. They literally waste their time spying on their own spies, screwing around, and fighting local high-on-weed gangs. Klessa says, who bet that an explosion will happen in the light beacon at the end of this comic? Ace voice acting the Chewbacca-looking guy kills me. Siege says, Sav respects things, don't you know? Quillis says, who making those comics? This is almost as bad as me writing without making typos. Daniel Jose Older is the writer of this. He is the same guy that is, by the way, responsible for High Republic Adventures and Trail of Shadows. As well as as well as, of course, that Galactic Bake-Off Spectacular. Kalkyl remembers that very well. You also remember how that ended, right? You know, where they casually toss a Jedi Master into space without any covering to another person like they're a football.
Yes. Yes, that moment.
Alright, so...
Curse.
So, where were we last? Oh, yes, I know you have a lot of respect. Okay.
Yeah, typo. Or rather, not the right word. Oh well. I know you have a lot of respect, Master Sav, so I want to be mindful. I do understand her motivations. The people are the ones who we need to focus on. But I feel her way is too spontaneous. What? Am I too rigid? You need not only tension, but also flexibility. Master Sav said something similar as well. That I should be more like water. That sounds like her. I agree. You could also be more confident. Thank you. I worried about leaving Banshee vulnerable, but I'm glad I sought your advice. Oh God. Oh God.
Yep.
I mean... make them at least look more presentable in the fucking Western variant.
Yep.
God help us. I'll just get back, yes. Also, the younglings are almost ready for their initiate trials, so bringing them seemed necessary. Yes, we all must move forward, no matter what happens. Agreed, Master. Our investigation is still ongoing. We should get back to Banshee immediately.
Lily?
Zine! Lula! How long has it been?
You want to voice Zine?
No.
Alright.
Lily, it's been ages.
Yeah, around the time of the Starlight dedication.
I can't believe it.
I remember it like yesterday, but at the same time it feels like years ago. Lula, I can't put my finger on it, but it feels like you've changed.
Let's see what that says there.
Ah, Lily, I miss your straight talk. Though to be honest, it's been tough dealing with the recent disasters. I'm sure it's the same for you.
I heard a bit from Master Sav. I'm glad you came out of it safe.
Oh, did you meet Master Sav?
Yes, actually, she's on Banshee right now to help us.
You and Master Sav, huh? How are you holding up?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Okay, so do you want to voice Lula here, or...
No, I'll keep just doing
Okay.
Lily.
What brings you to Starlight, then? Don't tell me you came for the race.
No, the Inog... What? Alright. The Inig system's communication has been down and we thought the Nile may be involved. It seemed that Starlight was the safest place to get updates and try to reach Master Arkov. But I did run a bit. It was a nice reminder of better times, before the Drengia and the Nile. I want the people of Banshee to feel safe again. Since Master Arkov put me in charge, their safety is now my priority.
Well, you're made to lead the temple, Lily.
You're welcome to visit anytime.
Stay safe on your journey. May the Force be with you. Their comms were down. I didn't want to say so in front of her, but that worries me. Master Sav is with them. They'll get to the bottom of this. Yeah, you're right. Master! In the race, we overtook Buckets, and Master Buckets in the middle.
He said we did a great job.
Alright, let me go ahead and read some of the comments because I suspect something is going to be amusing that's happening. So we will find out. But first, like I said, let's read some of the comments. Quillissa says, who making these comics? This is almost as bad as me trying to write without making... Yeah, I already read that. Give me the writer's name again, Ace. Daniel Jose Older is the name of the guy. I forgot. Also, I don't know how to write it, so type it in... So type it. Okay. I will go ahead and type it. There you go. Alright, Windows King says, oh look, the space lesbian gang. Yep. Yay, more awkward dialogue, says Siege. And also, feeling safe is not as worthwhile as being safe. Yep. Winter's King says, I hate this writing. It's so awful, especially with the last Manga issue as contrast. Yes, this is bad. To be fair, I don't think it's quite as bad as Jose's normal work, but it is still bad. Disney, you had a good thing. Why on earth did you have to destroy it? By putting in that imbecile of a writer.
Daniel Jose Older.
Maybe someone can convince Daniel to do something productive, like go to the war in Ukraine as a volunteer. I know that a lot of geniuses from Reddit have been doing that. Maybe he could be one of them. At least then we wouldn't have to deal with his writing constantly. Alright. Back to it.
I know you're excited, but please stay seated until we get into hyperspace.
Yes. Beep, beep.
Beep. Transmission?
Lily, do you copy?
Do you copy?
Okay, I don't know who that is.
That's Stella. It says
Okay,
right there.
yeah.
Yes, Master Stellan. Do you want us to return? We've just received a distorted message from Hon Talos. It seems to be a distress call. We believe that the Nile have reached the Inug system and the temple is under attack.
Who could have seen that one coming? Oh no! Talos is under attack.
That means Banshee is next, right?
We're trying to reconnect with them for more information, but be ready for anything, Lily. If they disable the hyperspace routes around Banshee, we won't make it. No, this is not the time to be pessimistic.
Alright, so let's read some of the comments here. Siege says, yep, it's like night and day with regards to the writing. Winter's King says, it's just horrible. I write better dialogue than this, and the writing dialogue is my least favorite thing. Siege is laughing. DY says, from what I heard this morning, Disney don't do anything to keep the experience fresh anymore, but does something purely because they have an ideological chop on their collective shoulder. Siege says, me, I saw that coming. Those farmers better be on fire, damn it. Alright. These issues aren't uncommon. It might just be time for repairs. Up until now, we've only had minor interruptions transmitting, and usually the backups would kick in to keep us operating. Everything failing at the same time. Ruru, look at this. That is not regular wear and tear. No, that is very clearly someone deliberately sabotaging it. Someone cut it deliberately. Sabotage. The temple is open to everyone, so it would be difficult to identify who did this. We might have to prepare for the worst case. Get the comms up and running as soon as possible. I'll report this to Master Sav. Where is she?
Well. They've finally come. We have to welcome them.
Master Sav, we suspect our comms equipment was
intentionally sabotaged by the Nile. They want to isolate Banshee.
You already know. Wait, what's that?
The Nile.
We are not ready. We can't send a message for help and Master Lily hasn't returned yet.
You just need to do your duty even without your master. Stay focused to protect everyone.
Yes. Master Lily, what are those?
Oh. My line?
Yep,
No?
that's your line. That's the other one.
Are they Nile ships?
You two hold on.
What can we do?
Bonk. Oh.
Nah, it's fine.
This ship isn't a fighter. It isn't armed, right?
It wasn't meant for fighting, but it should be sturdy. There's no choice. Our priority is to return to the temple. We just need to get past them.
Vroom.
Sound in space. Oh, well, Star Wars does that anyways. Who cares?
Shh.
Brace yourselves.
Rumble, rumble.
We can't take any more hits like that. Prepare for an emergency landing. The forest will have to do.
Best place possible for an emergency landing. The forest.
Yes. Nothing that could come in your way or in any way just, fucking smash in the front of your vehicle.
Ving. Crash. I thought you said that ships are supposed to land on the platforms.
This is an emergency. We need to be flexible.
It's like the Imperial Guard philosophy to landings. You say emergency landing, we say dynamic entry.
Yes. Although it's better than orc entries, which is just... yes. How did you get down on the planet? Yes.
Through sheer willpower. Alright, so we got some more lines here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone okay?
I think so.
We need to check the others at the temple first. Stay together and follow me.
Yes! Alright, so we got some more light stuff here from Coolesses. I'm going to read some more comments, so...
Yada yada does it.
DY says, I typed chop instead of chip to self English Donnie. Winter's King says, yes, Disney is disgusting. They're now opposing an anti-child grooming law. Yeah.
Yes. I had a teacher today that hadn't actually seen the legislation. He just bit up the narrative, and I can literally show you the legislation and tell you why they're lying to you. And I did. And it worked.
I mean, we are at the point where these people are actively just open and brazen about the fact that they are trying to groom kids for all kinds of atrocious things.
Yes. We're not pedophiles, we're maps.
It's not a wood chipper, it's a cure for maps. Coolessa says, no spy among us, or do we have spy? I don't know, I am too PC from High Republic. Tanushi says, the forest with all the Kiwis. Siege says, we can't take any more hits like this. Maybe we should crash it into some trees to slow us down. Good point. Coolessa says, Zazid is done ace. Siege is laughing. Winter's King says, I'm going to have to go 10 minutes, but I appreciate you guys reading this garbage and highlighting its flaws for everyone. I wish this was like Volume 1, where it was actually better written. Coolessa says, even Coom Spider feels disgusted by Disney. She says, I'm grateful when at least some people listen to reason. Winter's King says, all hail the Sith, at least they didn't groom children. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. Clementine will remember that for the last time. This is all... Okay, that is a good one. Me likey.
Bruh.
Coolessa says, how good was the first? I missed the stream. I like the first, this one here.
I think he's talking about that first manga.
First manga was actually good. It was actually legitimately good. Which is why I am getting so pissed off all the more at Daniel Jose Older here. All right, we are still getting through this, so I think.
Alright,
Alright.
hold on just a sec. God damn it. Alright, there we go. Wait, who's saying this?
The everyone is everyone okay? That would be your character.
I think didn't I already say that?
I don't think
No,
so.
we did.
Oh, we did? Okay. So then it's your character saying, I think so.
No, we just didn't. We did the entire page.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no! Are those Nile? They're
Heading straight for the temple.
Ah! Vroom. Dash. Ruru, take the injured to safety. I can hold them off here. On it, Kieran. We are the storm. Ha! You think you can stop us by yourself? Ugh! Let's protect the temple. Go!
Well, why don't we return these to them?
We don't have a detonator, do we?
Not a problem. Watch this. Whoosh, click, boom.
That certainly works.
To be fair, if there was anyone in Star Wars that would be able to shoot a thermal detonator or explosive with a blaster, it would probably be a Jedi Master. They would most likely have the reflexes for that. Zzz. Master Lily! It's good to have you back, Master.
We barely made it. The skies will be full of Nile soon. Starlight received a distress call from Hon Talos just as we were leaving. We assumed Banshee would be next.
Han Talos, too. Master, we also found evidence of sabotage in the temple. By the way, where are Vivni and Nima?
They were right behind me.
They might still be in the forest.
Vivnia, Nima! I told them to stay close.
The Nile are coming from every direction. They may be in danger. I'll go look for them.
Be careful, Kieran. Just find the younglings and come back immediately.
Yes. Nima! Vivnia!
I have a bad feeling about this. Classic. Wait, Kieran!
Dash!
Don't worry, I'll follow him. No, wait, that's here. That's
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, I'll follow him. You know the temple best. Your place is here.
Please.
May the force be with you, Lily.
Rustle, rustle. Vroom.
Nima, Vivnia.
Chi chi chi. That sounds familiar. Chi chi. Nima, Vivnia.
Erin?
Chi. Why didn't you follow Master Lily's orders?
Sorry, but we sensed distress.
Chi.
The Bansheans are trying to tell us something.
Chi. Are you trying to warn us? They're too excited. We can't understand. I think they want us to follow them. I think that's your line there.
No, I'm pretty sure that's still your line.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right. We need to be quiet. We're not safe here. The Nile. What are they up to? Whoosh. Is that a cannon?
What should we...
Now, how long has this been here?
By the looks of it, that cannon is power enough to destroy the temple.
The Nile revel in destruction. Vivnia and Nima head to the temple and tell Lily what's happening. Go quickly and directly this time.
Master Sav, there's only a few of them now. We should sneak attack while we can.
Rush into danger. I sense something is wrong. We can't risk escalation now.
Didn't you say there's no time to be nervous?
There's no time to hesitate, but patience is also key.
See, they've turned away. This is our chance.
Hey, wait!
Crack. Surrender now! Step away from the cannon. You won't be harmed if you cooperate. Karen, help me! Mr. Zarat, I was ambushed and they took me hostage. Let our comrade go, or I'll kill this useless farmer. Chuck. Vroom.
Heaven, no!
Wait, hold on. The fuck is that blaster? Hold the fuck up. Hold the hell.
Let me read some of this here.
That's just a straight up DC-17.
Huh.
The fuck is this? That thing shouldn't be in the fucking Star Wars universe for another 1,000 years. Hold on.
Well, this only takes place a few hundred years prior to the prequels, so...
Like, literally, it's this, that's the exact gun. That should not exist yet. That one was developed for the Clone Wars.
Okay, now the plot thickens. I'm gonna double check here just to be safe.
This is some bullshit. The only difference is, like, how the trigger in Trigger Guard looks, but otherwise it's basically the same.
Yeah, the trigger guard's a little bit bigger. Yeah. And honestly, that could be down to art style more than anything.
But like the back cap and the shape of the muzzle and the 3 stripes and all that, it's so fucking similar.
Mm-hmm.
He's bad.
Let's see if it's yeah, that so even more lore breaks by having weapons that are not from this particular time period. Coolessa says, "Hey, get a load of this. He betrayed him." Coolessa also says, "No meme ace, just some borzoi, whatever that is." Yep, that's exactly what I was looking at. All right. Well, I'll have a look at this after the stream is done on the borzoi stuff.
What the hell?
Siege says farmers aren't useless. Biggest Hentus Dickus says, so is there any community event after this stream? That'll be on Monday. Because it's going to be for the first Monday of April, as usual. Winter's King says, that blaster looks like a super soaker. Tanushi says, and here we go. Siege says, to be fair, they don't know that. Winter's King says, nah, that's for the hand twinkler and Star Wreck. Okay. Now, back to this. Kieran, you're so kind. Vrat. Russell.
No. Karen?
Master Lily!
Nima, Vivnya. Where's Karen?
We found some Nile in the forest with the huge cannon.
Sir Saver watching them?
Rura, I need you to stay here. I'll be back soon.
Is this manga just going to be them running to and back? Because that seems to be what's been happening the entire time. She goes to Starlight Beacon. She heads back. She goes to the temple. She heads back for these two. She now heads back to pick up Kieran.
This must be a Metroidvania.
Is this how Daniel Jose Older is just going to pad out this manga? Just have characters run back and forth all the time?
Yes.
You know what this reminds me of? Have you ever been at work and you ever had a fellow employee that just does not want to do their job and just pretends to be busy by walking back and forth constantly?
Well, no, because I've never had a job because I'm still studying, but...
Oh, well, I've had that. Okay, so I have had people do that, right? So I'll be working my ass off, and this guy will just decide that the work's just a little too much for him. So apparently because he's bored and trying to look busy, even though you could have fixed that problem by just working, he decides he'll just walk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for the whole shift.
Efficiency 0, optics 100.
Tanushi says, and who could have seen this twist and unexpected tragedy coming? Me. Glassa says, long dog, it's so cute. Let's be real, the only reason the High Republic is set in the past is to replace the canon of Star Wars with Disney-approved canon. Sadly, I think you might be onto something. Siege says, after managing a store for many years, yes, I've noticed this as well. I knew one guy who actually clocked in, worked for about half an hour, decided he was done, and then just apparently one day he went outside, nut car drove up, picked him up while he was still on the clock, and he drove off.
Oh, that's one way to do it.
Shit like that pisses me off when that happens. Because you're screwing everyone else over when they do that. So, anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Shh.
Oh, I read yes.
Yep.
Karen? Lily. I'm so sorry. No.
Thump.
Do you know Mr. Zaret? What? Is he a Nile? He caught us off guard. He tried to play Karen's goodness. Play to Karen's goodness. And they betrayed us. There are more Nile than we expected. Karen? Karen, why don't you listen to me? No, it's my fault. I wasn't looking at you. I didn't hear you. Even if I spent 1,000 years thinking about what to say, I'd have no words of comfort for you at a time like this. But we must keep going in order to keep his memory alive. So you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Boom. Boom.
Look. They've begun their attack. Lily, we must go quickly. I cannot leave Kieran like this. He has become part of the Force. All that is left here is his body. We need a plan to help those who are still alive. Master Sav, I have an idea. I landed the cargo ship in the forest. Landed, yeah. It suffered some hits, but it will work for our escape. Your idea is to run away? Have you lost hope already?
Oh.
Boom.
The Nile can't be reasoned with. They destroy everything. Also, didn't you say to think of our lives? Escape is the only way to keep them. Lily, if we Jedi don't try to stop the Nile here, who knows how far their path of destruction will reach? You need to look ahead, balance the possibility.
Shoo. Shoo, shoo.
In reality, we don't have enough to fight back. Our defeat is certain if we stay. Don't think in fixed terms. Our decisions now can still change the tide. Any small action now can affect our situation. A massive waterfall is still compromised.
composed of drops of water. I suspect there's still something we can do to disrupt the Nile, here and now. The Nile usually don't leave a temple standing this long, unless there's something they're looking for. Lily?
Master Sav, I never thought it would come to this. But as you said,
As I said,
an emergency must be prepared. In an emergency, you must be prepared to give up the temple.
We can't stand anymore. We're being outnumbered. Master Lily!
Evacuate everyone from the temple before the Nile reinforcements arrive. Hurry, we need everyone's help.
Yes.
Master Lily? Did you find Karen?
Karen is one with the Force.
Oh no!
Do not lose hope. We all must continue to carry on Karen's wishes too. Have Dee Dee lead the remaining settlers through the forests. The Jedi must protect the people.
1, 2, 3. Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Ruru, go with them.
Are you sure you can handle protecting the archives?
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Got it. The temple is weakened. We've broken through and are taking it now. Banshee is ours.
are you sure? Yes. Let's see. Arkov might not be so happy about this.
The Eye is here. Turn over everything. Rumble. What's going on? This isn't us? Ah! Okay, I will admit that is actually kind of a cool idea. Just destroy the temple with the Nile inside to kill all of the Nile. That okay.
You played yourself.
That's actually I will give that. Credit where credit is due. That's actually not that bad of an idea. If you're going to
Right.
All yours, Lily.
Our strength cannot be left for evil to make use of.
Here we commit casual terrorism against yourself.
So, does this mean that the attack on the Jedi Banshee Temple was an inside job?
Ooh, saucy. Based.
I kind of had to throw that one in.
Yes.
Anyways.
Even though you were my Padawan, I learned much from you. I wanted you to go farther than me, but this is too far.
Destroying the temple was the only way. The Nile won't be able to get any information from it.
Only Dee has data about the forest terrain. The forest is impossible to navigate otherwise. It'll be our advantage.
She's completely lost. Not only the temple, but the farmland and the community. So many people. This was supposed to be a place to start anew. Now it's a wasteland.
Beep, beep. There's a transmission from Coruscant. It's marked urgent for all Jedi.
Master Lahru.
Master Vetter and Master Agra too. This can't be good.
On behalf of the Master Yoda and the Jedi Council, we bring an urgent message. Starlight Beacon has fallen. Oh no. This is a warning to avoid the Outer Rim. The Nile will continue their attacks, and all Jedi are at risk. We must regroup. By order of the Jedi Council, all Jedi are summoned to Coruscant immediately. We must remain strong and move swiftly against the growing storm. May the Force be with you all.
It's for the Council to summon all Jedi. This is a big move, only for extreme circumstances.
Beep boop. Thank you, Dee. The cargo ship is still operational. It should be able to make the trip. Let's gather everyone and go straight to Coruscant together.
You all go ahead.
What?
There may be some Nile left in the system. The ones on Talos may take their way here to ravage the what remains. I will chase off the Nile as best as I can while you escape.
May the Force be with you, Master Sav. Master Lily, we should also head out immediately. Master Lily?
I will stand on Banshee.
What? The orders from the Jedi Council are clear. We should all go now.
I know, but my path is different from yours. Master Sav, you told me to be like the water, and now I understand. If I stayed rigid like stone, today would have shattered me into pieces. Dr. Ururu, take care of the remaining settlers. They mustn't lose hope.
Master Lily!
This isn't the end. Take advantage of being on Coruscant and continue your training.
Yes! We will pass the trials and come meet you as Padawans.
We will.
I know you can do it.
1, 2, 3. May the Force be with you.
Who? Karen's lightsaber.
A fine addition to my collection.
She needs another arm. Right, I'll set you back to... Yes. May the Force be with you too, Karen. The future of most other Jedi awaits in Coruscant. But as long as I still have strength, my place remains here, protecting Banshee.
To be continued in issue 3. And is that the end? So we got some artwork here from some of the... Okay. So some little extras here if you like the artwork, which is one of the few good things I can say about this. The artwork is actually legitimately alright. The problem is the writing. And also the pacing as well. Because nothing happened towards until we were, what, 2/3 way through?
Yes. Well, that was okay what happened. Well, okay, it was pretty decent what happened then, but still, the start was bad.
Yeah, mainly the big issue, I think, is Daniel Jose Older went out of his way to shoehorn in his little connection with the High Republic Adventures. So we didn't get any real action until maybe page 81, I guess, apparently, which should tell you just how slow of a boil this was. But that. Now, a slow boil itself would not be a death knell if it weren't for the fact that it's Daniel Jose Older writing this thing. So,
He's just forcing in a bunch of bullshits that doesn't need to be.
yes. And also, of course, again, the fact that a significant part of the plot is just people going from point A to point B and then going back. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth constantly. Just to waste everyone's time.
It's literally just because of the plot point that the comms were cut off that this even happened.
Yes. It is a problem that Daniel inserted into this just so he could waste 80 pages of this manga. And did we actually learn anything really in those 80 pages?
Yes.
Not really. It wasn't until afterwards that we actually got anything of note that happened. So yeah, Daniel just used it to waste everyone's time. So yes, this is... I hate it when I mean, at least here's the thing. A comic that is already bad from the get-go, you kind of know if, for example, High Republic Adventures, you kind of know that comic is just going to be irredeemable after the first few issues. Like, after issue 5, it was obvious to anyone that High Republic Adventures was just an atrocity to Star Wars lore. So, at that point, it was just getting more bad stuff. This, Volume 1 of Edge of Balance was actually good. Yeah. Volume 1 of Edge of Balance was actually good. The fact that Disney put Daniel Jose Older, of all people, in charge of Volume 2 is a tragedy. They took what could have been a legitimately good story and just destroyed half of the volumes of it. Now, granted, there's only 2 volumes, but they just destroyed the potential after Volume 1.
Yeah. Nasty thing to do.
And, of course, there's other small stuff, lore breaks, like them giving people, just random people, DC-17s as well. Let me read some of the comments here. Tanushi, okay, is this the time to flirt with the dark side, or is she going to skip straight to swinging? Tanushi says blasters can't outclass seal beams. Quilessa says, I'm making meme. Still working? Okay. Siege says deluxe padding. Yes, the padding is easily one of the biggest problems. It's not the only problem. There is also, of course, just Daniel Jose Older's writing in general being trash. Why do they need to put him in charge of this? Alright, well, is there anything that you have to add, Kalkyl?
Nice art style, at least.
That is true. That is true. Mizuki Sakakibara, I think that is how you... Mizuki Sakakibara, the guy that did the art style, legitimately good art style. I will give that. That does deserve credit. I wouldn't be surprised if Shima Senya was responsible for the Japanese dub of this. Which makes me wonder if the Japanese version is actually better written, maybe? I don't know, but who knows. But yeah, I'm going to blame Daniel Jose Older regardless for this because this has the hallmarks of Daniel Jose Older writing in it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
With
Seems
this
a
in
bit
mind,
restrained, but
with this
still.
in mind, what are your thoughts overall on this volume?
I'd say it's okay, but it drags, yes.
I would say it's in the territory of mediocre, definitely. The one saving grace is the art style, and that is about it. And so yeah. So there's that. As far as the manga in general, so both Volume 1 and Volume 2, how would you rate that in comparison to the other stuff, High Republic?
Well, the first issue would probably be the best, because quite frankly, I mean,
Yeah.
that was good, and everything else is at best mediocre. This might be right below that, but not necessarily because it's good.
Yeah, I will give you I will say that I personally think overall Edge of Balance is still the best thing High Republic related, but Volume 2 is a nosedive in comparison to Volume 1. It still has a good art style, but Daniel decided to pad the hell out of this story by just making people run back and forth constantly. And that is doing that just for the sake of padding, yeah, that's a paddling. It also shows that Daniel isn't really capable of writing much because he had to pad this out so much by doing so much just running back and forth. Anyways, so we've been at it for just under 2.5 hours, so I think it's a good time to call it. What do you think, Kalkyl?
Yes.
Agreed. Is there anything else you want to add to this?
Yare does it.
Good grief indeed. Alright, so with that said, this has been Ace.
This has been Kalkyl.
And we both hope to see you again soon. Until then, take care and have a good one, everyone.